Namaste. Welcome to my channel. This is Sacred Union Tarot and I am Elle, and I'm going to do a reading for you. I just filmed this Spiritual Sapience reading for August 18th, so you may want to check that out. It may kind of go along with this reading, so we'll check and see. Sometimes they dovetail nicely into each other and other times they don't, but it's always helpful to check out those really short Spiritual Sapience readings. It's just kind of the daily wisdom, or kind of like the daily check-in from Spirit or from your guides. Okay, so this week the decks that I'm using are the Power of Love, the Soul's Journey, the Shadowscape's Companion for the Tarot, and remember, no reversals in this deck. And then we'll finish with the Illustrated Herbiary, which I love all these decks and I like the energy between them. So we're going to get started. I have pre-shuffled, but of course I always like to shuffle. Saw Gratitude, and Freedom. Virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. It's beautiful energy. Encouraging others to grow. And through this spiritual journey, and that's what I feel like part of our mission is as we go through this journey and we learn the larger picture of what the twins are here to do, to anchor this love and light in this unconditional love and bring it forward to the new template as humanity ascends. Oh, gratitude, see, it popped out anyway. You fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that life lovingly presents to you. So we have virtue and gratitude. Put that aside. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some cards on virtue and gratitude. If I need clarification, I'll use my Crystal Visions clarification deck. Virtue and gratitude, very happy energies, very grounded. Look at your color green. I believe that's the heart chakra. Page of Cups, absolutely. Absolutely expressing that gratitude. I'll put this here then. Expressing this gratitude. And standing in your virtue and using your place of gratitude to help others understand their spiritual journey. 8 of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful, peaceful energy in these cards. The World. A lot of people read that as karma, but I don't. To me, that is a new cycle beginning. You have completed the kind of the walk through the tarot, the journey through the tarot, and now you're ascending to the next level. And now you're becoming a teacher. And check that Spiritual Sapience reading. Here we have the 5 of Cups that came out in that reading. Or no, the 5 of Swords did, sorry. But we have the 5 of Cups, and that is looking back on the past with obviously some regret, but in this case it looks to me like it's lessons learned. Looking back on all the experiences that you had through this journey, through this tarot experience, you know, all the steps along the way on your ascension path, and you're looking back and saying, I learned a lot of lessons. I'm ready to ascend. All cups, very, very watery energy, very, like a lot of moon energy, a lot of emotional energy, but you're using that emotional energy as a positive growth, learning experience. You're grateful for the lessons that you've learned, and that it's going to help put you in a position to help other people learn on their journey. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Swords, absolutely. Moving on to that next level, taking those lessons with you, and then moving into a position where you can help other people on their journey. Very positive energy. Oh, and I just wanted to mention, last night's reading was really, really heavy, dark energy, and I'm just going to say it was a warning for somebody about safety. Please check that out. If you have not seen that video and you feel compelled to go look for it, it is very important. It's about personal safety. There were a lot of indicators in that reading that, you know, somebody physically may be in an unsafe situation or emotionally. So please check that out if that resonates with you. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. I love all these colors. Green is definitely the color. A color that's prevalent, green and purple. Perseverance is like that Nine of Wands. You have persevered through this journey. So if you step back and look at all the cards in the major arcana of the tarot, it's like a journey. The Fool, you begin on this journey and you begin to learn how to manifest, and you then begin to learn how to heal and balance your masculine and feminine energies, and then you learn how to use your intuition, and you learn this is the Ascension path. So you're walking through this journey represented in the tarot cards, and then you have the little daily experiences where you learn lessons and you mature in your thoughts, in your feelings, in your actions, and in your, you know, how you manifest. You mature, going from the Ace is a new beginning to the King, which is somebody who has mastered that part of the journey. Gratitude. No kidding. Look at that. Look at how well those cards complement each other. That's amazing. Gratitude is definitely the energy of this reading. Gratitude, virtue, perseverance, really stable, uplifting, happy energy, grateful to be on this journey. Embracing the hardships as the lessons that helped you grow. And become more virtuous in your soul's journey. Let's see. The Hierophant. The 5 card. This is feels like the Divine Masculine side. So you both are in gratitude. You have virtue, Divine Feminine. If you're the Divine Feminine, the Divine Masculine is still working through and is persevering. Let's see what else is going on. The Lovers. Ooh, okay. So he's definitely feeling this soul connection, the connection with you, this spiritual connection, because you are in this place of being in very stable, happy energy, and he's feeling that. The Chariot. All major arcanas thus far, moving forward with that perseverance. The momentum of the major energies. And the 4 of Pentacles. Maybe dragging his feet a little bit on the perseverance side. Hasn't quite made it through the journey of the tarot yet, but is feeling the momentum from the work of the Divine Feminine and is becoming more spiritual. And I think the Divine Feminine's, her work has set an example for him in this 8 of Cups. A lot of people say that that's walking away towards something more meaningful, and it can be read like that. But for me, that's more about stepping more on your spiritual path. Let's see what's on the bottom. The Hanged Man. Okay, yeah, still kind of in that place of repose and pause. as far as some of this resistance here. But is moving forward slowly and steadily, but stops every once in a while to kind of gain a new perspective. Could be they're getting downloads. But, you know, you remember this part of the journey where, you know, each movement forward, each step forward is a test of endurance with as much turbulence as there is. Let's take one more card for the Divine Feminine just to even out the energies here. Ace of Wands. Most people read that as a passionate new beginning. It's a new beginning in taking action. So the action I think the Divine Feminine is taking is becoming more of a, now that she's kind of walked through this journey far enough and long enough to understand what it is she is to do, she now is going to be in the position of kind of sharing the information, teaching others, using her spiritual attributes to encourage others to grow. Very high vibrational energy. Four of Cups on the bottom here. She's not in a big hurry to do this. She's really just kind of enjoying the time. She's not really focused on what the Divine Masculine is doing. She's kind of doing her own thing and just enjoying the peace of the energy. I love all the peaceful cards here, the peaceful colors. She's just hanging in the vibe of gratitude. Okay, we're going to clarify a couple of things. We're going to clarify the Divine Feminine's energy, the Lovers. So we have the Lovers twice. The Hermit. Okay, so there's a little bit of a revelation about this twin after she's gone through this cycle, which ends with this World card, begins a new beginning here. She is learning more and more and more about what this journey is about, and kind of taking that time. Remember I said she's just pausing in that energy of being grateful, learning the lessons that she's learned. Let's see what's going on with the Divine Masculine then. Here we have the Two of Cups in reverse. What else about the Two of Cups in reverse? The Devil. Okay. He's, this is why he's kind of staying, he's not like flying through this, although he has a lot of powerful energies about this connection. He is starting to wonder if he's kind of in over his head, and if that's making this overwhelming for him. You know, he wants to make sure that this is not a manipulative relationship, and so he's trying to see it from all different angles, and so there are times that he just has to resist the energies. Anything else for the Divine Masculine about this connection? Page of Pentacles. Kind of slow, possibly looking at the relationship on the 3D level and trying to figure it out, because he's learning, he feels the spiritualness of it, the spiritual aspect, but he's still trying to make sure that what's going on in the 3D is healthy and balanced and grounded and not toxic. Here we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, which flew over here, which covered up this Ace of Wands upright. It's not time to take action yet. And I have a feeling it's not time to take action toward this relationship, this connection with your counterpart. He's still figuring some things out. Yeah, because you're just going to end up hurting both of you. Maybe it's time to focus on the spiritual lessons that you've learned. He's intuitively, his spiritual higher self is benefiting from that. But as far as the 3D relationship goes, this connection, it's not a good idea right now to kind of press the spiritual connection test. You know, try not to feel like you need to enhance your divine masculine's knowledge of this connection. Two of Swords. Because they won't be able to, they can't get their head around that right now. They can, their higher self realizes it, but their 3D self is still a little reticent to embrace all of this energy and move into the next level. They just can't see the truth yet of what it is that you have learned on this journey. And there's the Four of Pentacles again. Yeah, just kind of hold back a little bit when it comes to trying to overwhelm the divine masculine with all your spiritual lessons and your ascension journey. They're just not there yet. They're still in the cycle of, you know, putting one step in front of the other. Although they have a lot of momentum, a lot of powerful energies, they're resisting a bit. There's the Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. And I feel like this is for both of you. You need to each be both in your happy place in order for these energies to integrate and these lessons to integrate. Divine Feminine is leveling up to the next level. Divine Masculine is still working on it. He's getting close to the end with this perseverance. However, he is doing some resisting, trying to see the big picture here, trying to decipher between the spiritual connection and the 3D relationship. All right, let's try our Herbiary card. I really love these cards. And let's see if there's any kind of wisdom that I can share from a message. Let's take this one, Finding Grace, the Star Flower. I love this one. It has peacock feathers, and peacocks were about my mom. So this is Finding Grace. I feel like that's for the Divine Feminine, although she seems a little impatient that she wants to share all of these things that she's learned with the Divine Masculine. Just stay in your grace, your feminine grace. Let's see what it says. This is about the plant Starflower or Borage. Her blue star-shaped petals shine among the garden's more usual yellows and pinks, shimmering yet to understand, like an old-time movie starlet. Starflower shares the timeless philosophy with these legends of the silver screen. Grace isn't something you keep for yourself, she tells us. Grace, Starflower knows, is a gift you give over and over again to the world around you. If you're thoughtful, caring, and true, grace develops a patina over time. That's where this virtue is, grace and gratitude. Becoming wisdom, cradling those lucky enough to be in her presence. So how can you let a little bit more grace? Grace being this virtue, grace and gratitude is the energy that you need to be in, Divine Feminine. Don't worry about the Divine Masculine. All right, I'm going to shuffle again, and we'll pull a card from the bottom from what's going on in the Divine Masculine's energies. Forbidden fruit. This is the apple. And I just pulled this card not long ago, but look at that. He feels as though this Divine Feminine is for forbidden fruit. Hidden desires. Definitely has some hidden desires. So in the beginning, when she learned that feeding people and teaching them to know themselves can be a dangerous thing, she became associated with snakes, shame, and fig leaves, and it's all been dance lessons, curtsies, and domestication from there. Apple is the witch of the wildwood forced to clean up and come in for tea, but a skirt and pumps can't hide her knowledge of the circling stars and cycling seasons, the deep loam of the earth and the warm weep of the summer rain. We may think that we've tamed Wild Apple and brought her to heel, but even though quasi-domesticated, she still gifts us with the sweetness of understanding ourselves. And this is what the Divine Masculine is feeling toward the Divine Feminine, as it's kind of that just that absolute primal urge, need to be connected. So that's kind of what this high energy is. And look at the apples here in this Four of Pentacles. Interesting, interesting. I just love these two cards together. Look at that, and look at this. He feels like he's having to resist the temptation of the Divine Feminine, but he's overwhelmed. He's overwhelmed. That's where the perseverance, he's being somewhat stubborn. And look at these two cards as being somewhat stubborn. But he is persevering through this journey. So be patient, please. Find your grace and gratitude, and encourage the Divine Masculine in this time of perseverance for him. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time.